Yo, it's the Talk That Real podcast.
We is back in the building.
Right back.
Yeah.
126.
126.
Uno, Rod Woodson.
On these fools.
Uno.
Your favorite guy.
The best cornerback to ever play the game.
I'm not gonna do that. Uno.
Dose.
Le'Veon Bell?
Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
No, Adrian Peterson 28.
I thought he was 20.
I thought he was 26.
No, he's 28.
He ain't 26?
He's 28.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
All right.
28. He's a little-
All right, well, I'll use him next time.
Yeah.
I'll use
Hey,
him a
that's
couple
hilarious.
weeks. I'll use a couple
Next
weeks.
time it's going to be Larry Johnson.
What is his number?
Oh, we would not be Larry Johnson ever.
Larry Johnson was 28?
27.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I thought he was 27.
Johnson.
Yeah.
We're not using Larry Johnson.
Kareem Hunt, 27, right?
I'll use Kareem Hunt over. But they both have
Hey,
Yeah.
Kareem Johnson balled
I
out.
know.
Pick your
They
abuser.
both have problems with women. I don't know.
Steve Atwater.
Hey, I was about to say
Okay,
Larry
Atwater,
Johnson was worse.
Atwater.
Larry
Steve
Johnson
Atwater.
was a lot worse.
Larry Johnson.
A terrible man. Terrible man.
Larry Johnson only got angry with women though. Like,
Hey, no, real talk.
like
though.
how your anger only extends to women.
Hey, facts,
Like, I
man.
Like,
Oh, my gosh,
And
dude.
he turned to like a certified weirdo after that too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Like,
did
his
kind of
post
go.
was just
Yeah,
like-
he kind of went weirdo,
CTE.
man. Yeah. You think it's that CTE?
Yeah.
Damn,
something,
that
man.
sucks, man.
Something.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I really do.
All right, man, y'all ready?
Let's get into it,
All right,
man.
man. Scenario.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, here we go. I've been married for about 7 months, and honestly, it's not going well.
Good God.
I met my wife 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
About 5 months of knowing her, we got together. I'm not going to do the math. I'm not good at math, so y'all add up the years. LOL. Anyway, this is my first marriage.
Uh-huh.
This is her second marriage.
Mm.
She got married when she was really young,
Mhm.
around 20.
Oof.
They were married for 4 years, then got a divorce.
Okay.
He cheated.
Okay.
She had the experience of living with a person before. I have not. I've never had a roommate or living girlfriend. The problem we run into is I feel like she's already tired of me.
Damn.
Like there isn't any room for me to mess up. If I leave a cup out, she's on me. If I leave some clothes laying around, she's on me. If it's both of our things laying around, she only picks up her stuff and leave mine. When I ask her about it, she tells me that she's not my maid or mom. I'm thinking we just got married. How you fed up already?
It's fair.
So if I see her stuff laying around, which is rare, I just pick it up and go about my business. I don't know how to get her to understand that this is a new relationship. Am I looking at it wrong? Maybe I would feel the same way if I was in a relationship before that I shared a home with the other person. But this is becoming a real big deal. It's the source of multiple arguments, and I'm looking for a solution. What say ye, Humbell?
I mean, I don't know if I would say she's sick of him already. That seems kind of extreme.
Okay.
Seems kind of fatalistic.
Okay.
What it sounds like to me is that she just doesn't like when he leaves his stuff around.
Okay.
That's honestly what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
I would argue that a lot of women don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I would say that's kind of normal, especially if it's something you do often. You know what I mean? I would have to ask her though, like, I mean, if you see it there, like, why do you have an issue just like picking it up real quick?
She's not his maid nor his mother.
That's what her.
And it's like, and my thing is, you're right. You're not my maid or my mother, but you are my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I want you to be, my wife,
Yes.
not my maid or my mother.
Yes.
And as my wife, why are you finding an issue with just picking my stuff up?
Yeah.
Now, that's not to take anything off of him, because it's like, okay, maybe you could do better with picking your stuff up.
Yeah.
Maybe you could.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of fatalistic for him to think that she's just over him, especially after what it sounds like being with him for 3 years, and now all of a sudden she's just like, I'm cool. I think after, I mean, they just got married. It's an adjustment.
Yeah, maybe they didn't live together before.
Yeah.
And that's
what it seemed like. It seemed like they.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
And this is what I think. I feel like he's taking the fact that she's been. I don't think her being married before or living with somebody before, any of that, him never living with somebody before, has anything to do with any of this. I think those 2 points and factors are null and void. Like, I don't feel like they have anything to do with it, because anybody we've lived with people before, right? And it's always an adjustment, no matter who it is.
Always.
So if he would have been married before and lived with somebody, now he moves with her, the adjustment is different because these are two different people.
Right.
What your once person that you lived with before and what this person looks at could be totally different. So I don't think that plays a factor here at all for homie. Like, he just needs to realize, like, she don't like stuff laying around.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And as simple as that, I see both sides. He probably like, she's my wife, she probably can pick it up. She may be like, if I start picking it up now, I'm gonna be always picking it up.
Yeah.
And that's a valid thought process too. Like,
sure.
If I start picking his stuff up now, then he's gonna think it's cool to leave stuff laying around, and he's gonna expect me to pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna set that precedence for something I don't want to continue doing.
Which is fair.
Which is very fair. And what his thing is, because I've been there, he's probably used to just leave when if he's 20 something years old, 30. He sounds like he said she got married in her early 20s, so they got to be late 20s or early 30s.
Yeah,
he's probably left stuff laying around his whole life. But because it was just him, he's never had an issue with it.
Yeah,
we all got stuff like that. Like, I didn't notice. Like, I leave cabinets open. If I go in them, I grab something and go on about my day and forget about it. And I go back in there like, oh. Never noticed it about myself until I lived with somebody.
And that would probably drive me nuts because I hit my damn head on it.
That's wild to me. To leave a cabinet open is wild.
Hey, bro.
It is wild. It is
I don't know how. No, I'm very mindful of it now, but I wasn't mindful of it until I started living with someone.
Yeah.
You know, and then she was like, you notice you leave cabinets open all the time? I was like, do I?
Had no idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
That's the same thing about him. He probably just leave stuff laying around, you know, pick it up whenever you get to it and used to it. So it was no big deal. To her, she like, man, pick your stuff up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be picking up after you. If you take something off, put it in dirty clothes, put it in a drawer, hang it up or something, whatever you're going to do with it, don't leave it laying around.
Definitely fair.
I don't think it's, like you said, fatalistic like he's trying to make it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, she's not fed up with you. She's fed up with you leaving stuff laying around. It's a difference.
Yeah.
He's taking this like wholeheartedly. She doesn't like me. No, she doesn't like the fact that you leave stuff laying around the house.
He's taking it very personally.
Because she may be like a very cleanly person. Very, what's the word that we always use for you?
OCD?
Yeah. Like, she may be that.
I guess that's fair.
Where she lives like certain things in order.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair.
Yeah. So if she's like that, definitely if he say, well, I got to pick up stuff for her sometimes, but it's not much.
Yeah.
That shows you that that's not her thing.
That's not her thing.
It's not her thing.
At all.
So you got to make an adjustment,
he's
bro.
Taking it very personal, and he's taking it like it's a him thing. It does like it's a him thing. It's just like she's the type of person who don't like stuff laying around. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a conversation that needs to be had there, and it's like, I think that, you know, like, honestly, it could be something that she dealt with in her old relationship, but as far as the not picking up his stuff too, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like Rece said, she may think I'm gonna have to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people think that we have to train the person we with.
Yeah.
So she may say, no, I'm going to teach him to pick his own stuff up. That's by get my stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's not going to work, by the way.
That's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
They got to have communication.
Yeah, you got to talk.
So y'all going to have to have a conversation, bro.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, dude doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like, you know, I know I'm reading a lot into it, but dude seemed like he's trying to really, you know, get to see what's going on.
Sure.
He needs to understand this is minor.
It's so minor.
If this is the issue y'all having in the first year of marriage, bro.
And the thing is, this is a normal issue in the first year.
Y'all just,
it's hella normal.
Y'all adjusting to living like moving in was definitely for him. Never living with somebody. This
buddy.
is a big adjustment.
100%.
You know, and what goes into the factor too is like, Did y'all get a new spot together, or did you move in with her?
Right.
Like,
That makes a difference.
All that type of thing makes a difference, bro. But like,
Absolutely.
bro, this is not that big of a deal. You don't need help. You just need to have a conversation with your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really it. Like, seriously.
That's all you need to do, bro.
It's like a simple.
Just have a conversation with your wife, bro. That's it.
I mean, if that's all the details, but don't take it so personal.
Listen,
try harder to pick up after yourself.
Don't take it personal.
I'll take your problems, bro. We can switch.
Facts.
Like don't take it personal, man. But really understand that. Like something's gonna have to change now.
Absolutely, 100%.
So listen, don't take it so serious, but understand the change is needed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On his part, as far as pick up after yourself, and then on her part, like, don't tell me you're not my maid or my mother. You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't like that.
I'm not asking you.
Yeah, and I'm not asking you to be that either.
How about this? Women, you can never say that and it'd be okay. Like, that's something you never have to say.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not asking you to be that.
I'm not going to say never have to say, but most likely you don't have to say it.
Why would you have to say, like
because
how many times do you have to say to your, I'm not your daddy. I'm not your dad. I'm not your father.
You might have to. I mean, because some of these people, man,
that seems weird to me.
On both sides, they go into a relationship thinking that the man is supposed to do everything their daddy did for them.
Well, yeah.
And some men can go in a relationship thinking that this woman is supposed to do everything that their mama is supposed to do.
Sure.
And both parties have to understand you're not marrying your mama or your daddy.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So I don't care what your daddy did for you, how your daddy spoiled you, all the stuff that your daddy showed. I ain't your daddy.
Yeah. I'm my own me.
I'm me. And I might not do all the stuff that your daddy did. And you
right.
can go holler at him if that's what you still need.
Without you.
And vice versa. I can't expect you to do all the things for me that my mother did because you're not my mother. I don't need you to mother me.
Yeah, no, real talk. I
shouldn't expect you to mother me.
Absolutely not.
So my thing, like I said, because my thing to that is like, am I asking you to be my mother or maid, or am I asking you to do things that I believe our wife should do?
Mm-hmm.
That's the conversation right there.
Mm-hmm.
What type of things are you expecting of a wife?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the argument is not, oh, I want you to do stuff like my mom, or I want you to be my maid. Like, no, it's like, out of a wife, this is the type of things that I am looking for from my wife.
And on top of that, my thing is, help me help you.
Yeah.
And you telling me I'm not your maid or your mother, that doesn't help me.
Yeah.
You know, like, tell me what you want from me or you need from me.
That's just a blanket statement. So, mom, okay.
Yeah, like, thanks. I know that. I don't want you to be that. So,
what do I say now?
What do I do with that? You know what I mean? Like,
thanks,
you know,
Captain Obvious.
Yeah, like, speak like an adult.
Like, right, you know really what I mean? Told me some new information there. Yeah. Like, I don't. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just, it's like y'all say, don't take it personal. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Do better.
Yeah.
Please
do.
Yeah. That's it, man.
Please, just do better.
Just do better.
All
right, man. Where we at? Is you rolling?
Is you rolling?
Who first?
Let's go with young Nichols over there.
Nickel?
Is you rolling?
What you got? What you got for us?
A woman wrote this.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
She said, newsflash.
Okay.
Pick-me's get picked.
Oh, that period. Pick-me's get picked.
I guess she's a pick-me. And she's saying newsflash to the other women, like, say what y'all want, but pick-me get picked.
That is a very blanket statement. I mean, I can't roll because it's too blanket.
I mean, I'm rolling.
Like, I don't think all pick-me's get picked.
I mean, not all of them, but she didn't say all pick-me's. She just saying something like pick-me's get picked.
And then my thing is what is a pick-me? Because I've seen some people call some women a pick-me, and I'm like, okay, wait. Because this woman disagreed with you about something that you said about men because you hate men.
Yeah. That
makes her a pick-me?
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
She's not a pick-me. You're just bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is a pick-me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if I understand what a pick-me is all the time.
And and I think so. I think the essence of a pick-me, like a person true, like, you know, being a pick-me, whatever, is a person who are saying things just for the appeasement of the other sex.
Okay.
So like a woman saying things just to appease the a man, what she thinks that man wants.
Right.
Okay, that sounds about right.
And my thing of like, I think the problem with that is sometimes it's not really what she feels. It's more so of what he wants to hear.
That makes sense. Okay, that definitely makes sense.
I think the problem is it comes to when women are saying things that are agreeable with men, they get criticized for being a pick-me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is just something that men need or men lack or in relationships, or women need to do more for men. When you say those type of things, then there's the label that can come with it as a pick-me.
Yeah.
This girl on one of our statuses the other day said she was a pick-me. And it was a status where we was talking about what's the last non-sexual thing you did to show your significant other that you appreciate.
Okay.
And she put, in the span of a week, I bought him, this little girl named Ash Martin. Shout out to you, Ash, if you listen. She said, in the span of a week, bought him some exclusive, I don't even know how to pronounce the socks. They must be exclusive. Basiac or something like that.
Balenciaga?
No, it's Basquiat.
Oh, Basquiat?
Is that how you say it?
I think that's how it's pronounced. Basquiat. Yeah.
Socks.
What, socks?
Yeah, so they must be a high deal. Maybe out of my price range, I guess.
Right. Hey, facts.
I'm going to have to look this up. I'm never
hey, listen, them socks, how warm they going to keep my feet in the winter? They cost that much money, hell.
Took him to dinner.
Okay.
So she bought him some socks, some exclusive Basiac socks. Took him to dinner, trimmed his beard, gave him a scalp treatment, ran his bath, gave him a foot rub, sprayed down his side of the bed, sprayed down his side of my bed with lavender. And he was out.
That's for my nose, lavender. Like
she probably don't. He probably may not. They may not stay together. So it's her bed, but his side of her bed.
Okay.
With some lavender, and he said he slept like a baby. He's out like a light.
Yeah, I heard that lavender.
You like these socks, Rece.
He said, "I'm a pick-me."
You're not a pick-me.
Yeah, I don't.
But when you hear most people say pick-me, it's somebody that really just, in a sense, caters heavily to their man.
But see,
some women may say she's doing too much.
But see, to me, I think you can only be a pick-me if you are single.
But
that makes sense though.
They've called like
what?
Cause remember we played a video. We played a video one time, and this lady was in the car and she was saying all the stuff that she does for her man, how she makes her man, and all that. And in the comments, a bunch of people were calling her a pick-me.
But what Los is saying makes sense. How can you already have somebody? How can you be a pick-me? You've already been picked.
That is great.
Like what?
I don't get that. She's saying what she does for her man. Like that's the only thing she's saying what she's done for her man. What she stated, yeah, that's a lot. But you know what? So what?
You got picked. Well, maybe she did all that, and what is the reason why he picked her?
And then my thing is
fair.
And my thing is, how often is she doing that anyway?
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
That's regular.
And if that's regular, shoot, more power to their relationship.
I wouldn't even want that regular.
Hell no, I wouldn't. And then my assumption would be that he does a lot for her too.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what is the problem here? I don't.
Y'all wouldn't want y'all scalp treated regularly.
Just give me a scalp rub. It ain't got to be treated.
Yeah.
Just rub my head a little bit. That's it.
She got to have some steady hands to trim that man's beard.
Facts.
Oh yeah,
he trusts her.
Yeah, no, real talk.
he trusts
especially
her.
If a straight razor is involved.
She trusts him.
Yeah, you got them steady hands for that.
Yeah, I'm not rolling with that statement.
Yeah, like I said, man,
I'm not rolling with that.
I mean, the whole pick me, the whole thing of people can't pick me. I feel like a lot of people on both sides don't really have a clue about what really a pick me is.
Yeah.
And what constitutes a pick me. And
No,
like,
real
you know
talk.
what I'm saying? Because it's like,
These socks is hard.
and I told you I like them. I know you a sock
Have you
guy.
seen the mugs?
Yeah, they got this.
Yeah,
different
they got a whole bunch of different types of like. I just looked on.
Oh
there.
man, the mugs is cute.
Yeah.
How much they cost?
They ain't that high.
They ain't that high.
They ain't that high.
They ain't that high.
I'm
You about to get a pair.
You're right. I'm on it. Thank you.
Hey, that's hilarious.
But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, my thing is, man, it's really about, first of all, understand what a pick me is, and understanding that, okay, if this person is really about this,
See what Google.
you know what I'm saying? Like if this person really being a pick me, then I would have a problem with it.
Sure.
Because it's not their own opinions. They're just trying to please a guy.
No, real talk. Yeah.
But if that's not the case, then I don't know.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling.
I'm not rolling.
All right. Let's see what we got here, man. Is you rolling? Is you is or is you ain't? Here we go.
Let's get it.
And a woman wrote this. A woman who has no problem sleeping with you on the first date is a woman you should not marry.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling. I mean, like,
Why wouldn't
this ain't 1942, man.
Why wouldn't you speak?
Hold on, say it one more time.
No,
say it one more time. Yeah, say it into the mic. You kind of far away from it anyway.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was that you said?
So lost.
You said you would marry a woman.
Yeah, definitely. If it's fire.
Well, that's fair. No, that's fair.
If it's fire and everything else is there.
But you're not saying you would marry her immediately.
No.
Yeah, you can get to
I
know
might
her a
want
little
to.
bit. Yeah. Hey, nah, real
Make
talk.
me want to marry.
Nah, facts. It's true. It's true. It's true. Real talk.
I don't like. This is not the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get it. I get the statement, but I'm just thinking like, if you are two grown, considering adults, and this is not me pushing either way.
Sure.
I support anybody that's like, no, don't do that on the first date.
Absolutely.
I get the logic behind that.
Uh-huh.
But I also like, I know people that have had sex on the first date and are married, long relationships or whatever.
100%.
I don't think that is a deciding factor
Nah.
in it at all. If the person was just looking to smash, I don't care if he smashed on the 20th date or the first day, he gonna be out.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
real talk. Real
Because
talk.
He's if he's after that, once he gets it,
That's it. It's over.
He's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you go out, if you a hunter and you looking to shoot a deer, if you walk soon, you get in that mug and you shoot it. You see one, you shoot it, it's yours. If you wait, if it take 3 hours, you gonna shoot the deer and you still gonna take it home. Like
Either way.
it's like it doesn't matter about the time.
Right.
Once you get what you want, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
In and
that's
out.
your sole purpose, you're out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Now, what you really don't want is to catch some feelings and it being a long time and then that person do something and y'all out and he's out.
Or maybe you do want to
Or
catch
out.
feelings. That sex can make you catch. The sex can make you
No,
catch.
I'm talking about for the other person.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And this is my thing, is like, people automatically
Happens.
assume
It does.
if somebody did this with you on the first date, that means they do it with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
It's not.
Definitely not true. Fair assumption.
Yeah, fair assumption.
I ain't mad at it.
But it's
Definitely
not
fair.
necessarily, it doesn't apply to everybody.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't apply
Can't
to
go around here thinking you're special.
I mean,
Hey, no, real talk though.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
You can't think.
you
I'm
can't.
gonna tell you.
We read the scenario last week where dude thought he was special.
Hey, bro.
Bro thought he was special.
Dude was
last
not
week.
special.
Bro found out he wasn't special.
Don't be naive and think that you're special.
Hey, facts, boy.
But
yeah.
don't necessarily mean that's what they do on a regular either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe they
you know,
just really found you attractive.
Yeah, and chemistry is a thing.
Chemistry
Yeah.
can be heavy sometimes.
Yeah.
Boy. It can be heavy.
Like, you can feel it sometimes from
physically.
from the start.
100%.
Like, it is just-
Absolutely,
like,
boy.
So, I ain't gonna say just jump up and marry the person.
Why you looking like
I'm
that?
not just chilling. Why y'all on what?
I mean, that was just the way you was looking. But I
like-
feel you though.
He had a flash.
Because I've been
Man,
there where
I'm-
it's like, hey, we just met, but that go.
got
Like
out
that
of
chemistry,
here.
it be pulling you toward. It's
Yeah.
like a magnet. You
Got a
know what I
little
mean?
warm in here.
So no, I'm not rolling. That's
me
not
neither.
that's not automatic terms for don't marry.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm definitely not rolling with that.
And you
Definitely
may
not.
want to proceed with caution. If that's your if you're skeptical about it now.
Yeah.
But I'm like, y'all like, Y'all two people. Y'all both slept with each other on the first night.
Right. So you're a whore too.
So it's like don't
Nigga.
marry. It's like don't marry the woman. Maybe you shouldn't marry the man. If he
Yeah,
slept with her on the
real
first
talk,
night. Like let's erase the stigma that is different.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not any different.
Y'all both gave it up. You're both easy
Listen,
on that night.
You still a harlot too, man.
You're easy.
Both y'all, you have no standards.
Both of y'all are of the night.
Right? Yeah. Like what are we talking about right now?
Both y'all are of the night.
Both of y'all scarlet letter
We're
whores.
talking about, oh man, she gave it up. Like you did too.
You did too.
You did too. You did too.
You did too.
Yeah. Bro, out here easy.
Right. She talked you out your boxes, bro.
Bruh.
Talked about it. Probably pulled his drawers off with her hands. He had to lean, get up, like raise up off
he
the
had to
bed.
lift his hips
Yeah,
up.
lift his hips up.
Oh God.
Pull him over his ankles.
Oh God. Oh God.
He had to put his legs in the air.
Hey man, I'm taking
He had
my
to put his
own.
legs in the air.
I'm taking
Get his-
my own drawers off, man. Don't pull my drawers.
Don't pull
down.
my drawers
I
off.
got it.
Don't do that.
I got it.
I got it. Don't do that. You ain't taking my drawers
No,
off. I got it.
I'm good. No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
What if a woman do
I'm
try
good.
to make you
I'm good. I'm
like
good.
put your legs in the air?
good.
What if you standing up? If it's cool as she just.
No. Yank them off.
I don't know. I ain't mad. I'm
Hey, yank them down and they just sitting in my
I don't know,
ankles.
I'm
I'm
never
okay
yank.
with that.
I'm
Like
okay
if
with
I'm
yank.
standing up,
Real like mad aggressive.
because I'm still like, hey, I'm still in. I'm still in a
in
manly position. I'm
masculine
standing up.
position.
Not
Yeah.
on your back.
But if I'm in my
Yeah.
back, then I gotta lift my ass up a
Yeah,
little bit.
you on your back
yeah.
like you getting prepared for missionary.
Oh God.
He got his legs in the air like a young baby.
You getting taken.
Getting your diaper changed. Lift your hips up, nigga.
She gotta hold them together like a one hand.
Hold your legs together at the ankle.
Oh God. What does he do at that point? Nothing good happens
Bro, you
after
asked
that.
for a binky, nigga. That's
If
what
your
you
woman
do.
is holding
the
your
nipple.
ankles in one
She
hand,
got the nipple.
hey man, hey, nothing good happens after
Oh
that.
man, I got a headache. Oh, that's funny.
Don't take my drawers.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's
one sock
okay.
come off with him while she
Nothing
pulling
good
them off.
happens
Right.
Only one sock come off.
All
Nah,
right.
you ain't. All right, I was about to keep going. Never mind.
Close. Did she roll?
Yeah, I was make more jokes.
All right, here we go.
Oh man.
All right, distance. Is you rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Distance is the only answer to disrespect. Distance is the only answer to disrespect.
I was about to respond emotionally,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself some time to process.
Okay, I like it.
Nichols,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you answer first because I was gonna respond emotionally.
Okay.
So I'm
All
gonna listen to Nickel.
right. Okay.
I am not rolling. What I will say, depending on the level of disrespect.
Okay.
If it's like, cause some disrespect, it's so many different levels of disrespect.
I agree.
Some disrespect calls for distance. Some disrespect can just cause for some communication.
Yeah.
Some disrespect may cause for these hands.
Yeah.
Like, so there is levels
All fair.
to disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can disrespect me, and I might say, hey, like, that was pretty disrespectful. I don't appreciate that, and we can talk it out. You know, let's not say that. Let's not have that type of conversation again. I don't appreciate you talking like. And there's some disrespect where I'm like, listen, it's best I'm gonna get on out of here, and we never talk again. Because if you can disrespect me like this, you don't respect me. Period. And I don't need to be here. Then there's some things where you can disrespect me, where I'm gonna be like, nah, you want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, it's just levels to it. So I ain't gonna roll with all disrespect requires distance, but some could definitely.
Yeah.
I like that.
You good? You want me to go?
You know what? I'll go ahead and go.
All right.
And I'm glad I didn't respond emotionally
I'm glad.
because I have taken quite a bit of disrespect.
Okay.
Therefore,
That's fact.
and I'm speaking right now in this instance, I'm speaking of women only. Haven't taken too much disrespect from men. I think disrespect from a man,
That's
again, depending on the level,
Yeah.
is very different than disrespect from a woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for me,
I don't. Nothing. No.
you want to address
No,
it?
no. I was just saying like disrespect from a man is weird.
Uh-huh.
Like
Like, what you want?
It's different levels.
you know. I mean,
It's
like,
definitely different
I mean,
levels.
like I'm just like I don't know.
But I feel you.
I don't understand.
No, I feel
that.
you. Like real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you a guy and you disrespecting another guy,
Yeah.
like that's
It's wild. Because
I
from
don't
a
know.
dude, it's like
I don't get
from
that.
a dude, it's like, okay, you being disrespectful and sometimes in my head, I'm saying, I feel like this disrespect coming from you is telling me you ready for like fisticuffs. Now that might be kind of maniacal of me.
But my thing is like, but that's the thing when like when you're disrespecting a man,
Mm-hmm.
like another man disrespecting like another man, like that's something that you should always keep on the front burner.
I'm saying
that it can go there.
It can go there.
So my thing is, if you know it can go there, watch your mouth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Different. Because if you disrespect a man, you have to be prepared for that.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Because we're men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know how disrespect works as a man.
Yeah.
To another man. Like, so relax.
So like if you get smacked,
you should expect that.
Like that's something that you should assume is coming.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Based off your disrespect.
Like you got to be a cold dude to think you're going to disrespect another man and like just be cool.
Yeah. Like accept whatever consequences
like you
come
just
with
gonna
it.
walk away from this healthy.
Yeah, like that's not how this works.
That's not how it works.
I don't.
It's not how it works.
Like, man, keep your man. You know, like be careful.
But I also feel like women have to start looking at it that way too. Like,
fair.
You can't keep thinking you can disrespect the man and just get away with it.
Yeah.
Like this man is just not supposed to respond, and that's where I would say, yeah. In some cases, like it requires distance. Because I can't respond to you like I would respond to a man if he was saying some of these things.
Exactly. Or do some of the things.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like, I mean, y'all know, I've taken some disrespect from some women that I have loved and cared about.
Yeah.
For me, distance was best. Because my feeling is that you don't respect me. Period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is as a woman that I am with, I know and I understand once you have no respect for me, this relationship is pretty much over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's like I said, that's why I didn't want to respond just quickly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Fair.
But again, it's just like you said, there are levels of disrespect. Too. Some I think you can work through and some I don't think you can. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like I said, once respect is gone from a man to a woman, I think that's it. The relationship is probably not going to work out. So distance is best.
I feel like you know the disrespect can be worked through, but my thing is you have to understand that y'all can't stay there.
Yeah,
meaning in that realm of disrespect.
Right.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as long as y'all are both willing to move on to new, like out of that realm of disrespect,
then
I believe it can be worked out, could be salvaged. But you can't stay there and think we can work this out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
So if you are saying to yourself, hey, you know what? I'm going to be disrespectful, and I want you to understand that that's how I am. That I may cuss you out.
Yeah,
I may put my hands on you, or I may knock something over when we were arguing or something like that.
Throw your stuff around.
You know what I'm saying? Or do stuff like that. Like, I may do that, and that's what I want out of this relationship.
Yeah.
And you have to, and the other person has to understand that if you go along with that, you are okay in that.
Facts. Real
so
talk.
if you're saying so my thing is the reason I can't go along with that is because I can't say anything.
Yeah. Real talk.
Reese got so mad. Like I can't say anything because I'm putting up with it.
Right, 100%.
Like,
and you okayed it.
I can't be mad at anybody but myself.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at myself.
Real talk, boy.
So it's not. So I believe there's other ways to handle disrespect besides distance. But I will say this: that distance should show you the level of how disrespected I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? if I'm choosing distance from you, you should know how disrespected I feel.
Yeah, that's
you should
real.
Understand until a conversation happens and you acknowledge how disrespectful you were.
Yeah,
the distance is going to remain intact.
Yeah. And I have a extremely low tolerance for disrespect.
Oh, my tolerance is low.
Extremely low from both men and women. Yeah. It is extremely low.
Yeah.
But again, with a man, it's like, no, I'm going to just punch you in the chin and put you down. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's... And
I
like
can't
I
do
said,
that to a woman.
And to me, like... And honestly, like, being real talk, like...
That sounded really angry, what I just said.
Well,
actually.
listen, I mean, what I'm about to say is
just
like...
played it back in my head.
That's not, to me, that's not angry talk. That's not tough guy talk.
It is what it is.
That's just like... That's just something that we deal with as being a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we go to the store... You know, if we at the gas station and we step on a dude's shoe by mistake, but kind of mug him and walk away.
Yeah.
Like, listen, like that's not something that usually you can just walk away from and all parties be good.
Right.
If I step on a person's shoe, bump them, anything that's accidental. As a man, I'm be like, hey, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, my bad. If I walk through people, excuse me, man.
100%.
Like there's no disrespect. I don't feel soft for saying, my bad, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
or,
I don't.
Excuse me, man. Like, I don't have no quarrels about that.
Right.
No.
Because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't feel like less of a man if I say my bad for doing something I didn't mean to do.
Yeah.
It's not unmanly to be respectful.
Yeah, it's not. It's
like,
it's
man,
not
that stuff is out the window.
And the crazy thing is, life is so crazy now that sometimes you may have to choose getting disrespected to live.
Yeah, hey, facts, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, because some people don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And now you disrespect me. Now I smack you in the mouth, and now you can't fight. So now you want to shoot.
Yeah, so now we're shooting exactly, and now I can't go home to my family.
Right.
F that.
So now
it ain't worth it.
Sometimes you got to make a decision. Like, is this disrespect even worth my reaction that I want to give?
Yeah,
because I don't know what level this is going to escalate.
Yeah.
Now, by all means, I'm prepared. If it goes to the next level,
sure,
but I don't want to.
But I don't want to die.
Like now, you're trying to get to a shootout.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you mugged me,
right? Yeah, over a mugging. It's like,
that's the thing, though, man. It's just like, you know, honestly, man, it's people out here, man. Like, they'll take it there.
They will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll take it there, and it don't take much.
Yeah.
And I say that to say, man, be careful out here who you're disrespecting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, treat other people with respect. And I'm one of those people that I've never went to the thing where people say respect isn't given, it's earned.
Yeah.
No, you give people respect.
Yeah, period.
You know what I'm saying? Like stop all this earning, prove respect.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you respect people, and that's the bottom line.
And I'm respecting you as a human.
Yeah.
Period.
That's
just as a human.
Don't nobody have to earn.
Yeah.
You're gonna get my respect. Period.
Yes.
And sometimes even if you're a disrespectful person, I'm not gonna go there with you.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm gonna do what that thing. I'm gonna distance myself.
Yeah.
And I have no reason to go there. You don't have to earn my respect.
Right.
Like, in a lot of ways with me, like, you know, initially dealing with people, I give people, for the most part, unless I have something deep down inside that I can feel.
Yeah.
I give most people a level of trust.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, at higher levels, you have to earn.
Yeah.
Over time, that just happens.
Yeah, and that's over time spending time with somebody. Yeah.
But like, I just don't start out just weary of every last person.
Yeah.
Now you have some feelings, and sometimes you can just feel it like, nah.
Yeah.
Something about you ain't 100.
You kind of slithery.
Yeah. Something about you. Like, we got a couple dudes. I just know they grimy.
Yeah. Real talk.
And it's like, nah, dog. Like, can't keep you around.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like I said, you know, and with me. Like I said, you know, as far as trusting people, I'm probably not. But I am going to give you my respect.
Yeah.
I'm going to, you know, respect. I'm going to respect you. I expect you to respect me. But like I said, man, I'm so good on people, bro, that like if I feel like you ain't a respectful person like that, bro, like
I don't want you disrespectful to nobody.
Yeah. It's like I'm so good on you that like, I don't have to be around you.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, and this like Rece said, if you are a disrespectful person, that it doesn't have to extend to me.
Mm-hmm.
that you're being disrespectful to for me not to like it.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And a lot of times, I have said something to people about their disrespect that didn't pertain to me at all.
Yeah.
It's how they was treating somebody else.
Hey, that's facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't how you talk to somebody.
How you talk to people.
That's real, boy.
Yeah.
I don't want you hanging around me and people start thinking I'm disrespectful like you are.
Yeah. Like, even when people just, like, be disrespectful to, like, servers in a restaurant.
I hate that.
It's like, dude.
You can't come with me,
Oh,
bro.
that bothers me. Like, relax. Golly. Anyway, I won't get on my soapbox.
Yeah. But, like I said, I really do think that, like I said, respect is something that, like so I can't, I'm not rolling with the statement.
Uh-huh.
I get the statement.
I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it. But I will say this. If you see my distance, know the level of disrespect I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, like if you ever wonder, like, well, like, you know, how I want to see, you know, was that really a big deal to him? If you get my distance, then you should know.
Yeah, that tells you.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk.
Like
boy.
real talk. Like, you should be like, yep, that did it.
Yeah. Hey, real talk.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's fair.
I like it. Yeah, so be respectful. Like,
Hell yeah. Man, clap it up for respect. Hell.
like, just do it. Like,
It don't take anything to be respectful.
It doesn't,
at
man.
all.
It takes nothing.
Yeah. And cause my thing is, like, I mean, I don't understand, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things that's kind of hard for me to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like just be respectful to people, bro.
It's not difficult.
Learn how to talk to people.
Learn how to talk to people.
It's simple.
Like,
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna talk to you in a way that I wouldn't want you to talk to me.
Simple.
I really
Yeah.
wouldn't. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
super
And
simple.
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, man, and you know, not to be, you know, whatever, but like I'm telling you, man, some people have been disrespectful and not made it home, man. Like,
Straight up.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
buddy.
it's like, don't expect every time you disrespect somebody that it's just gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
like learn, man. I'm
It's
telling you, man,
it's great.
it's a whole new world out here,
Cemetery
bro.
is full of disrespectful people.
Facts.
Hey, it's a whole new world out here, man. Like,
People ain't taking that crap no more.
you gotta learn how to talk to people, man.
A whole bunch of white people got beat up last week because they thought it was so sweet.
That's
They
hilarious.
thought things was sweet.
Hey, man.
Until it wasn't.
Thought they was gonna disrespect dude and it was gonna be all good.
And you know, and like, you know, not to like harp on that situation. I know it's kind of past, but listen, that's a situation where a person, where people thought they could do something and there would be no repercussions.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, they honestly thought they could just beat up this man and nothing
And
will
get back
happen
on
to
their boat
them.
and go about their day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, man, stuff is not
man.
working out like that anymore.
What they say, F around and find out.
Right.
Hey,
That's exactly what happened.
And they found out, man.
Quickly.
And
I thought black people couldn't come together. I found
Bro,
out.
they did for that.
Yeah. We can win it with me. We can on
That's
certain
hilarious.
situations.
And so, like I said, man.
Oh,
So,
man.
like I said, man, watch your mouth,
Watch your
man.
mouth,
Be
man.
respectful to people, man, and
Watch your mouth.
learn how to, you know, what I'm saying, like, learn how to talk to people, man.
Absolutely. I think that's a good segue into the main topic. Learning how to talk.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, man. Main topic. Main topic. Man, so what we're talking about today is how to argue
Mm-hmm.
How to
respectfully.
argue respectfully.
It's important.
You know what I'm saying? How
is
to
very
argue
important.
respectfully.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, and I'm envisioning this as in the frame of a relationship.
Okay.
So that's kind of, I know there's other, you know what I'm saying, like avenues, but I'm thinking in the frame of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So within a relationship, like, what is, like, first of all, what do you think about relationships that have arguments? Like, I know some people are, you know, feel like, oh, we shouldn't be arguing. Some people feel like, oh, we just gonna argue because we together. Like, how do y'all feel about arguments within a relationship?
I mean, I think arguments are natural. Friendships, those kind of relationships, marriages, girlfriend, boyfriend, it's just natural. Yes. I mean, you're taking two totally different people from two totally different upbringings, lifestyles. Like I said, even when it's just homies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Yeah. So I think arguments are natural.
Yes.
They're going to happen. It's inevitable.
Yes.
This just is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about arguments. They're very natural. It's okay.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in a relationship with your significant other and no disagreements and arguments are happening, somebody is not being their authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way to authentically be you. And all them authentically be them, and y'all always in agreement.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're not always gonna be in agreement.
It's not possible.
Real talk, boy.
It's not.
Like your thought process, the way you see things, it may be similar. Y'all may agree on a lot of things, but at some point, y'all not gonna agree if y'all being y'all authentic self.
Yeah.
And
Real talk.
That is totally okay.
Yeah.
And not agreeing a lot of times, definitely in the beginning of a relationship, is going to cause disagreements, conversations that lead to arguing.
Yeah.
Definitely depending on when big decisions and stuff have to be made and two people feel strongly about their way.
Right.
Yes.
You're going to argue. I would go far enough to say that relationships need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But I will say this though. And so I would say that people, the way the argument goes will be from the place they are at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, an argument, like, you can't hide from where y'all are in an argument.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all have, like, this kind of, like, beef with one another or this unsaid, like, beef, when an argument happens, it will, I believe that it will reflect that silent beef.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't hide, like you can't hide from it because there's a way you speak to a person or you argue with a person when there's nothing on the table and when there's something on the table.
That's real. Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think one of the things is like we have to understand when there is emotions about other things that it has to be dealt with for y'all to like to really have a tough discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So because when y'all start to argue and like when y'all really get into it, that other stuff is going to find its way in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And my thing is, I've never had, I ain't gonna say never because I can't remember, but for the most part, to my memory, to my recollection, I've never had an argument with somebody I didn't care about.
Hey, facts.
Like, if I don't care about your opinion,
well,
I'm not going to argue with you.
Right, yeah.
Kick rocks, get on, scream.
Yeah, like we don't even mess with each other like that. Like,
why am I arguing? Like, arguments normally happen between people. There's some type of emotional connection with, on some level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and because I care about your opinion, I care about your thoughts. That means I care how you see me.
100%.
How you view my viewpoint, and all of that affects me. To where now I'm going to speak in a sense passionately about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And because you care about me and have emotions tied to me, you're going to speak passionately about it again.
Yeah.
And then, like Lo said, the history of what you all have been dealing with, going throughout this thing, all gets flooded into this argument.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes argument escalates because it's like a whole other thing besides the thing that's at hand.
Right.
It's been definitely maneuvered by other things that's happened around it as well.
Sure.
And that's why I believe arguments should be focus driven.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That is real.
And then like when other things are coming into play, then we say, hey, we're gonna have to table this and get to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because once we start going off the things and we start going these other things and get to talking, you look up, it's been 2 hours,
Yeah.
and y'all still at the same place.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
y'all not being solution driven.
Yeah.
Y'all just talking.
Matter of fact, I would argue that a lot of arguments start because the goalposts start moving.
Yeah.
Because it leaves from a focus point. You know what I'm saying? And other things start pouring into it, and that is really how the argument even starts. Because you lose track of what y'all was even discussing before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like, and then it's like your arguments, like big blow ups normally happen from unsatisfied previous things.
Yeah. Or expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like what you say about that. It's unsatisfied things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say real quick, I believe that in that time it was given off that it was satisfied.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
you
real.
know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. Yeah.
About something and that we agree. We felt like the agreement was made.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what it is. Or we felt like, hey, okay, even if it was agree to disagree. I agree to hey, you know what? We ain't saying eye to eye, cool. Let's just move on. But then the next thing comes up and it just now you bring this back into what happened 2 months ago that y'all argued about. Now it's brought into this argument.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're using that past argument to try to prove your point in this argument.
Yeah.
And now
right.
y'all just going back and forth, bickering and all of this and just going in circles.
And I would say, too, the thing about agreeing to disagree, it's like I feel like that only works when two people don't have something on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would say a lot of times arguments is because the feeling is that something is on the table.
Yeah.
So agreeing to disagree
does not work
in most cases. You know what I'm saying?
It's like we can agree to disagree, but we have to be able. But it can't be something that we're both heavy vested in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like because I'm gonna tell you, there are some times where a decision is just gonna have to be made.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you're saying that we shouldn't buy a car right now, and I'm saying we need a car because this one broke down, and the kids got to go to school, and we need to go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so we can't just say, okay, you think we should get a car? I think we should, and just leave it at that.
Disagree on that, like
no,
it's impossible.
On it.
Like there's a decision that has to be made,
even if that decision isn't made at that time.
Yeah,
it has to be a decision made sooner rather than later.
Like
so you can table the conversation,
yeah,
but there is no agreeing to disagree on something like that.
Tabling the conversation, it's cool, but I'm gonna tell you, you have to be careful with tabling conversations also, because you can table a conversation but treat the person in a negative way because something was tabled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we was talking about that the other week where, we was kind of saying like, and I don't remember if it was, I think it was you who was saying like getting to that level of where y'all table something and you know what I'm saying? Like can still function normally, quote unquote, normally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think in that, like,
depending on what's on the table.
Yeah, depending on what's the table. But I think, like we said last time, it does take a level of maturity because it has to be understood. Like, we table this, and I can still treat you normally because our relationship is not on the table.
Right.
A decision is on the table, but we are not.
Right.
Therefore, I can treat you no differently. Because we tabled this for now.
Because if I want to, like Lo said, if I want a car and she doesn't want a car, I'm saying we should buy one. She giving out a reason why we shouldn't or whatever, vice versa. It's like now you're upset because I'm not agreeing with you about what we should do about this car.
Yeah.
That's no reason for us to walk in anger and resentment and all of that. If we just say, hey, right now we ain't going to agree. We're not going to come to a solution. Let's talk about this a couple of days from now and see where we at.
Right.
Let's both take some time to think about it and go.
And in the meantime, like you said, think about it and try to come up with some solutions.
Yeah.
You know,
But it's no
Research
reason for us
something.
to be.
yeah,
while
research
we're trying to
something.
figure this out.
Have something to bring back.
Put some
Since we tabled it, have
put
something
some
to bring back.
effort into gaining more understanding about the other person's side.
Exactly.
And I'm saying that on,
and that's the
on both
purpose of
things.
tabling.
Yeah.
That is literally the purpose.
It's not to we're just gonna talk about it later.
Yeah.
No, it's investigation time.
Exactly.
And like and you going back to really get more understanding and trying to figure it out shows me that you care.
Right. Exactly.
If you come back with the same thought process
with nothing to add to the
with
conversation,
nothing to add to
it's
it,
like, fam,
I'm like,
we back
bro,
where we
you don't-
started.
you don't
Just
care.
sometimes you
Yeah.
just need to walk away just to allow emotions to come down.
100%.
Because emotions affect the way we view things.
100%. Absolutely.
it really does.
100%.
And with those emotions, I'm gonna tell you because the emotions don't just stem from one thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
stems for like
Collective.
so many other things, and sometimes it's hard to channel it and channel these conversations when there are so many different emotions.
Yeah.
That's why you have to deal with these situations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like when this stuff comes up, they have to be dealt with.
Because,
absolutely.
I mean, like even the Bible says, in Amos, like, how can two people walk together unless they agree?
Amos. Good Lord.
How two people can walk together
Book of
unless they
Amos.
agree.
Oh, man. That's real, though.
Something like,
Yeah. right,
They say
right.
it's a book. The
Yes.
Bible.
Minor prophet.
Broke out Amos.
But yeah, how
I
can two
like it.
people walk together
Yeah.
unless they agree?
Mhm.
There has
Yeah.
to be some definitely foundational.
100%.
things that you agree on.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
if there's some foundational things y'all agree on,
It ain't
nah,
gonna work.
You're wasting your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you have to be able to navigate
Mm-hmm.
through a disagreement and find a healthy way to navigate through it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like when me and my wife, sometimes we go, like we got a day a week where we, go work out together. If we start, while walking around the track. Now she keeps up a faster pace than I do.
Uh-huh.
So when she's walking, I'm walking. If we're just going there walking,
Yeah.
she'll walk her pace, I walk mine. She's
Yeah.
ahead of me and I'm good. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But if we're walking together, we match each other's speed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I may walk a little faster than I normally walk. She may walk a little slower than she normally walk.
Mm.
But we find a speed that's comfortable for the both of us.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
What you
If-
just said right there was compromise. You walk a little bit
Please.
faster. She walk a little bit slower.
there are concessions made. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Oh, yeah, I'm just being funny, man.
But like I said, so it's like when we have these things, man, it's like we can't expect people to be in different places,
Mhm.
but act like we at the same place.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
But I
You
know,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, that's yeah.
Like sometimes we do that,
yeah.
and we want that from the other person to be on the same page, but we walking in different paces.
Yep.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, in the pace that you are walking at, that you're walking in, understand that there may be some type of friction from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that y'all have beef with each other. Y'all have two different opinions.
Mm-hmm.
One person wants the car right now. One person says we shouldn't get the car right now.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't hate each other,
Right.
but y'all just happen to have different opinions.
And if two people, again, are being their authentic self, they are going to have two different opinions.
it's inevitable.
And should be able to voice them
Yeah.
Yes.
without worrying about the outcome
There
of
it
the
is.
relationship.
There it
Yes.
is. Yep.
Like, if a
Yes.
person has to be like, I can't voice my opinion because this may cause a relationship to end, like, it's not healthy.
Yeah. Not at all.
And I'm telling you, if that's the case, then I'm gonna tell you, if that person doesn't want the relationship to end, there's a lot of things they're holding back.
Mm.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
if that person doesn't want this relationship to end, there's a lot of things they're holding back because they know if they say these things that the relationship will come shaky and rocky and it might end.
Yeah.
So they don't want to rock the boat.
That's real.
They're gonna hold this stuff in.
And that in and of itself is not gonna make for a successful relationship.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Ever.
Absolutely
Ever.
not.
Ever.
There's no way to be successful
Right.
in that because everyone is not being their authentic self.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
So it's like it's hard to have authenticity. I said that word. incorrectly.
Authenticity?
Yeah, it's hard
I
to
got
have
you.
that
Yeah.
when a person's not
word.
being real within
It
herself.
No, facts. Because
You know what I'm
in an
saying?
argument, you're just gonna always agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The aim is to appease.
Yeah, the aim is to appease.
The aim is to appease, and then the person walks around sad and
Bruh.
upset and you know and they're sad, they're upset with themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've been there.
Yes.
I've done it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
So
same. You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
I'm like, nah, I can't do that no more.
That's
it makes for it makes you a very unhappy person.
and you
Like
argue
you said,
with
with
yourself.
yourself. Like, real
like
talk.
you argue
Yeah,
with yourself.
absolutely, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about y'all, but when I argue with myself, I'm not really kind to myself.
Facts.
Yeah.
And my thing is,
I
I
talk-
gotta live with myself every day.
I talk to myself badly,
Bruh,
when I argue
listen,
with myself.
When I argue with myself,
Yeah.
like if I talk to someone how I talk to myself sometimes,
Yeah,
I'd get punched in the face.
Disrespectful.
Bruh.
Disrespecting
I'm hella
yourself.
disrespectful to myself sometimes.
bruh.
You know what I mean? So it's like, fam, like, yeah, you can't. It doesn't make for
Yeah,
yourself in a very healthy emotionally and whatever else at all in the long run. It really
it
doesn't.
So I want to go over a couple of things, some things about how to argue respectfully.
Okay.
All right. The first thing, maintain your cool.
Ooh.
I think that sometimes that's very hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But-
Most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also would say it's something that's very important
100%.
for the sake of really, like, because my thing is this: you can talk all you want to with me. If it's hard for me to be moved if I can't hear your heart in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's my thing. So it's just like if you yelling and all this stuff, man, I can't really hear your heart, man. All I hear is you yelling and screaming,
exactly.
and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So, like, do y'all feel like the temperament that you come with, should that, like, for instance, should that halt a conversation or argument, or should y'all argue in the midst of that?
I think it definitely. I don't know if I would say halt because that means stop.
Yeah.
Which in some cases, yes,
Okay.
stop needs to happen. They like over the years, people will say, or women and men will say, yeah, don't tell your girl to calm down. But I think sometimes that's necessary to tell your girl, or for your girl to tell you to calm down and you not be offended by that.
Yeah.
Because nigga, you need to calm down. Period. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
If you doing a lot, man, hey,
Yeah, calm down.
hey, you doing a lot.
You need to relax.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say like, hey, like, why are you raising your voice right now?
Yeah.
I'm not raising my voice at you.
Right.
I'm not yelling at you. Why are you doing this?
Hey, real talk.
I'm not disrespecting you right now.
Yeah.
Why are
Mhm.
we? Why are we here?
And I found that some people don't see yelling as disrespect, and it's like, okay, cool. You can feel that way about yelling, not being disrespectful. However, my thing is yelling is not an effective way to communicate.
Right.
Yes.
Period.
And I think when you present like that, I think that can be more like I can understand, I can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this, like, you yelling at me, that's not going to get us where we need to go in this conversation
At all. Ever.
It's
Ever.
not.
Ever.
It's not. All right.
Especially for somebody where, like myself, yelling doesn't move me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't move me at all. Matter of fact, I don't even know how to respond to yelling. It's just like, yeah, what am I supposed to do with this? Because to me, it looks like all emotion and nothing but emotion. Right. And it's like, how can we have an effective conversation when it's nothing but emotion?
Yelling at me it's like I said, like if it's in the defines of like relationship, yelling at me will really get you like the distance.
Yeah, quickly.
Like, and it may not be proximity.
Yeah,
but I'm gone.
Yeah, no,
like,
real talk.
Mentally, I have left the building.
No, real talk, and I'm the same way.
Like
I'm the same way.
I have left the building. And I that's one of those self-regulating things.
Yeah.
That's one of those things of like because my thing is, what can I do?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I going to yell back?
Listen, I was just about to say, I was in a relationship where a woman was yelling at me, and I told her, and I said, "Hey, please don't yell at me because I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah,
I literally don't know how to respond to it." Her response was yell back then. And I'm like, it's counterproductive.
It's a very ignorant
I'm telling you, I don't know how to respond to yelling. And now you're asking me to do something that I just told you that I don't know how to respond to.
She was telling you how to respond to. You respond by yelling back.
And that's dumb. And it's immature.
It is.
Period.
It's a very ignorant.
And let me say this. There can be times where things get high emotionally.
Yeah.
It happens. We're all human. We're not going to do this perfectly ever. But for that to be a thing that is...
If that's your go-to.
Yeah, like that's your go-to, and it's just like the norm, it's like, yeah, nah, that's just not okay at all. And under any circumstances, it's not okay because you need to learn how to have self-control. And you need to learn how to control yourself. Like, seriously.
Having that control, to me, says, hey, we want to get through this argument.
Exactly.
Not having it is saying you just trying to get your rocks off and you like trying to punk me or something.
Hey, facts. Like, and that's why yelling doesn't move me, because I'm like, I feel like you're trying to bully me right now, and I'm just not into being bullied. I've never been bullied, and so like this isn't gonna work.
And my thing is, like, I think we have to like make sure we're defining, in a sense, the reason, in a sense, why we're arguing. What I mean by that, because there's a difference between, like, we got a disagreement, like, you want to buy a car, I don't want to buy a car, so we have a disagreement. Versus you approaching me or coming to me or I'm coming to you because you did something outside or against a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, that's different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's going to be some emotions there.
100%.
You know, like if we got an account together and you just went out here and spent $500 out of the bill account on some stuff that you want to do, and I bring that to you. Yeah, I'm probably bringing that to you in a more emotional way.
100%. It happens.
That like in a sense, this really shouldn't be an argument. You're wrong.
Right. Hey, facts. Hey, real talk though. Yeah. Like you just wrong.
Like sometimes those things turn into argument. We're like, no, this shouldn't even be an argument.
Hey, real talk.
Just take the accountability that you're wrong.
Exactly. That's facts, boy. That is
you should have discussed this with me. Like it's over with.
Yeah, all you gotta do is say, you know what, you're right. I should have. And like
what's the argument?
The argument comes because on both sides, when men and women, something gets brought to you that you did that you shouldn't have done, most likely, or that they found offense to, and maybe you feel like you wasn't wrong in doing it, but they felt a certain way. Most of us feel a need to defend it.
Yeah.
And once we feel in that need to defend it, we're going to say something in a defensive manner.
Right.
And then that's when the argument starts.
And like I said, so understand, like, you really have to know when you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand from like the person coming at you, like, you know what I'm saying? Now if they're coming at you like, are you stupid for doing this or blah, that's different. That's not what we're talking about.
That's moving into disrespect.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're talking about for a person, if y'all have an account together and y'all talk about stuff and y'all discussing about big payments, and you go and buy something that costs $200 without discussion.
Right.
And I see it and I bring it to you, like, this not the time for you to be trying to get a point across.
Yeah,
This is the time. Like, well, I think it's stupid that I gotta talk to you about this, blah blah. No, it's not about that.
Yeah.
We can have that discussion.
Right.
But right now we're talking about that you did that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the discussion. Now, whether or not we should we talk about those things, that's something we can have once we finish this.
Yeah, that's real, boy.
But we can't finish this in the midst of it because that's going to be the focal point. And then once we solve that and get through with that,
don't blame shit.
We're not going to address the real issue.
Exactly. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Like people be quick to try to blame shit. Like, well, no, we shouldn't have. Like, no, the issue is we had an agreement.
Yes.
You winning against the agreement. So
Yes.
before we can talk about if this agreement should change or not, or if
Yeah.
this agreement is crazy or
Yeah.
not,
Right.
whatever that is, before we talk about that, let's talk about why you went against it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real
So
talk.
let's deal with that first.
Yeah.
And then we can come back to the table and say, okay, some things here may need to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's real.
All right. Next one. Never interrupt. Never interrupt. I think that's a tough one, but I think that is important because interrupting can show a lack of truly listening to the other person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely rolling with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think it goes back to the main reason we interrupt is because we want to be defenders.
Yeah.
We're trying to defend ourselves versus hear the heart of the other person.
Yes.
There have been times though where I've been like, "No, you just said some sideways stuff,
Yeah.
and I need you to stop."
Yeah, now they talking sideways.
Like, you know what
You
I'm
ain't gonna just sit
saying?
there-
Like,
you ain't gonna just sit there and listen to
like,
that.
yeah, nah, hold on. You attacking my character right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just allow you to just go on and on doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
Like-
sit through assassination.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, chill.
And
And
like
you just voicing
and
your thoughts and your feelings without attacking me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then
Mhm.
it's different where I can be like, okay, I need to let you in a sense get this off. So I
sure.
can really see where you're with a heart to see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
all right. That was a simple one. Kind
I
of.
mean, that's just straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't interrupt. It's
All right,
very
next one.
fair.
Hard.
Do not
is.
bring up the past.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Another hard one.
Like
I like that a lot.
don't use information about my past to justify what what it is like the argument you have with me
Yeah.
when it fits your narrative.
I was just about to say that. If you're bringing up something from my past that I did in my past that is something that I no longer do,
Yeah.
and it's not something that I'm doing currently, it's not something that's happening that is affecting us, don't do that.
But they
Yeah.
try to bring,
Don't do that,
But a lot
man.
of time when they bring it up, they try to bring it up as if what you're doing right now
Hey,
reminds them.
I was about to say, can you the mic?
Yeah, it reminds them of whatever you made, whatever they know about your past, whether they found out you shared with them, all that. They try to act as if, like, well, I'm bringing this up because what you said was in your past, or it's looking familiar.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, no, if it's a narrative that you're trying to push right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and my thing about it is like, just because something looks familiar doesn't mean it's that.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's an important.
that is very
fact.
important.
That's a
very
fact.
important. Very important.
It can look familiar, but it has no bearing on whether it is or not.
Yeah.
Right.
Real talk.
Just based off it being familiar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Very
I'm saying?
true.
And I think
Damn,
sometimes
that's real.
it's being played into being familiar is that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, you're not only wrong, but it's very damaging
Yeah.
to put something as it's one thing just because it looks familiar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't if like you can't call a person abusive because they hit the they hit the wall when in a past relationship your person that used to be abusive towards you hit the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did the same thing as far as hitting the wall, but it's not the same thing.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's different. So if you label that man abusive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that's
and that could be something to address. Like, hey fam, like you need to find find another way to express your anger. Hitting a wall is not a very healthy way to do that.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a different conversation.
But you can't bring up on stuff like, well, I remember you said you hit the wall last time with your other person, and then you start doing this and blah blah. Like, my thing is, like, we really have to be careful about what we're bringing up and why we're bringing it up.
Right? Yeah, that's the important part.
If you're bringing it up to fit a narrative, no, thank you.
Yeah.
If you are bringing you are bringing it up to edify this conversation, to bring clarity, to push this conversation forward, to get more understanding, hey, let's talk about it.
Right, because I would say there would be a difference between like somebody bringing it up to push a narrative versus them just saying, hey, I'm bringing this up because this is what it feels like. It feels familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is a very different conversation.
Right. Yes.
If you're just saying, hey, it feels familiar, this is why I'm bringing it up. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Because it's starting to trigger me. You know what I mean? Yes. That is very, very different than just saying, well, you did this, and then just being very accusatory.
Yes.
Like, because you did this at this time,
right,
you're doing it now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the case.
And then you gonna get defensive because you're like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And now the whole thing is being shifted towards me defending what you're saying I'm doing. You trying to prove this is what I'm doing, and the very issue that's really at hand no longer is getting addressed
at all. At all. And now we playing ping pong.
We have to be cognizant of things that divert us from the central argument.
Yeah. Right.
Like, we have to be cognizant of that, because when we go off on these tantrums, a lot of times we never go back to the central
real
thing.
Talk. Don't get to the root.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. All right, next one. Do not criticize.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's
like,
a big one.
Do not criticize.
That's a big one.
That is a big one. You know, I like I said, I think it's like if you start, like, your argument should not cause you to tear down the person you're arguing.
Oh, that's a big one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to really understand, like, if you are tearing a person down, understand that, like, because my thing is this, man, like, if it's a relationship, like, this is a person that's connected to you.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So when you are tearing them down, like, you have to understand that that's going to take a toll on that person.
Yeah, absolutely.
At some point, like, you can't expect to tear somebody down continually.
Right.
Yeah, they show up the same every day.
Hey, facts. Real talk. Real talk, boy.
Like, if you got to criticize me to get your point across, what are we doing?
No, real talk.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think people understand when you're being criticized constantly, what it does to that person's confidence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and I mean that across the board. You know, because it even it tears down the confidence of a person, even in having a discussion or argument with you, because then they're just going to be agreeable. You know what I'm saying? Because you tore them down so much. You know what I mean? Like, they just going to be agreeable, and nothing really gets solved with a person that's being agreeable ever.
And like I said, because, like, if you start to criticize me, then we have taken this somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like we're in this argument within this deep conversation, high tension, conversation. But once you start criticizing me, I feel like that's when a person is trying to rise up by putting you down.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
And I feel like you're trying to be over me now.
Yeah.
By criticizing. Yep. So it's like, do I accept this new role, or do I try to shift it by criticizing to make myself bigger and you smaller?
Right.
Because I didn't been in a situation where I'll just be like, like the way you're criticizing me right now, if that's what you really think about me, why are you here?
Hey, facts.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Like why
Like, why are we doing this again?
What you're saying right now, if you truly believe this, why would you be with somebody like this?
Hey, real talk.
Like,
That's facts,
if this
bro.
is really what you think I am, this is really what you believe about me, why would you stick here?
Yeah. That's real, boy.
Because if I was with somebody
That I thought that about?
that I thought that was about, I would be done.
I ain't sticking
I'll
around.
be done.
Period.
So be careful on the things you bring into the argument.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you criticizing, understand that has taken the conversation or argument to a whole different place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion, but it's a strong opinion. You can't come to a healthy resolution criticizing.
No.
Hell no, you can't.
So it's like, so leave it out.
Yeah, because the thing about criticizing is if I'm being criticized, at some point that's getting to my character, and I'm always going to defend my character.
So
therefore, it's always going to turn defensive.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to allow
like
someone to just criticize me like that
I'm
not
that
defend
type
who
of
I
person.
am.
I'm not that type of person.
because it's like I tell like you're always defensive, like you're always attacking who I am.
Yeah, like, and I know I'm not that.
Like
what are we
There's a
talking
difference
about?
between talking about what I've done,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and talking about you don't like something I did.
That's right. Exactly.
There's a difference. But when you start talking about who I am,
yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Then now, definitely when I know that I'm not that, now forget everything else.
Yeah,
we got to clear up who I am first.
Yeah, hey, facts.
Yeah,
and I think that I like that because that's important, because it's like, if that's who you really believe I am, we absolutely have to clear that up.
Yeah.
We absolutely, because you're walking around thinking that I'm somebody that I'm not.
Right.
And I can't have you walking around believing that, because if that's how you believe, if that's who you believe I am,
nothing else I'm saying is going to matter.
Nothing's going to matter.
Nothing's going to matter, because this is what you think. This is who you think I
am as a person, and it's like, I can't rock with that.
And so like this is go back to the argument with like the discussion, like argument with the car.
Mm-hmm.
If you are saying, you know what, I really can't believe you want to get a car, that's like very irresponsible and kind of ignorant to even think that we should be getting a car right now. And it just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you are like talking like that, and you're saying like down in a person, from that, it's like once we are out of it, it sounds comical.
Yeah.
But this is something that happens in arguments.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Where it's just like that's not even a smart thing to even do right now.
Yeah.
Like, how would you even think that there would be, you know what I'm saying?
Because now you're calling me dumb.
Yeah. So it's like
I can't rock with that.
How can we ever come to a resolution?
Yeah.
When like how can there be resolve?
Right.
After that.
That's real, boy.
There can be no resolve.
And it is comical.
All right. Last one.
Okay.
Apologize.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one too.
Apologize.
That is a big one too.
One thing that I will say that I learned from my wife is to leave the word "if" out of apologies.
Okay, give me an example.
So, hey, Brandon, I know I said some mean things to you. If that hurt your feelings, I apologize.
It did hurt my feelings, Carlos.
So
there's no if.
Exactly. So leaving "if" out of that, I can just simply say, Brandon, I apologize for hurting your feelings.
Yeah.
That's big.
I like it.
I like that.
I like that a lot, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now that's something that, like I said, we don't have some discussion with that.
I like that a lot.
Because it's hard to break.
Yeah.
If you're an if person, that's just something hard to break. And if a person is not an if person, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's two things coming together.
I like that.
And so, but learning to take the if out the apology and just simple apologize.
Yeah.
So, you know, if that upset you, if I made you mad, if you like let's just leave if out of it.
If you feel disrespected,
if I'm sorry that you felt disrespected. If I disrespect you anyway, I apologize. But it's like,
so you saying say something like, I see what I said, disrespect.
Yeah. So for instance, it's more so of it is like what you said. It's like I apologize for disrespect you. I understand how my words could make you feel disrespected.
Okay.
And I apologize.
So I'm like,
for
what
that.
if they saying you disrespect, but you really don't feel like you disrespect?
But it's like, but because it's not a matter of you did or not.
So it's better.
It's a matter of how they feel.
Okay. I was gonna say the thing is like I feel like a lot of times because I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it wasn't your intent to be disrespectful.
But intent don't matter to somebody.
Intent doesn't matter.
Because if you
at least in that moment it doesn't.
If you argue intent, it takes away from their feeling of their feelings being valued to
I mean, makes sense.
To the other person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, I apologize for hurting your feelings, and it's really in that moment being empathetic and saying, I can see how that could be I can see how you can feel disrespected by that,
and I know why it's tough again because it's like, damn, like I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, and so it's difficult to say I apologize for hurting your feelings when you knew you wasn't trying to because to the person apologizing, it feels like you're basically admitting
to hurting their feelings.
But essentially you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You did, even though that wasn't your intent, but you did.
That's the essence of it. It's
I guess the essence goes back to now it's like, know me enough. That's how you feel sometimes.
Yeah, that's how you feel sometimes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, Los, that's how it should be handled.
Yeah.
I'm looking from the other side of the other person, how they normally feel when it's time to do that. It's like, know me enough to know I wouldn't say anything intentionally to disrespect you.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a conversation that can be had later. Yeah,
definitely. But like I said, even with that, it's just like, it's not a matter of you intensity of doing that.
Yeah,
it's still a hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like in the midst of it, sometimes we don't really hear ourselves, and we don't know how we're coming across.
That's true.
Yeah,
and so it's just true. Like we're saying, you should know me enough, but also I should know me enough that hey, sometimes I can get a little disrespectful.
Yeah,
when I'm talking about something he did.
Yeah,
or I can get passionate, not even disrespectful. I can get passionate, and it can come off disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
the word literally means.
So take and that's another thing. Like one thing I had to learn is like sometimes I can't get caught up into like words too much.
Oh, it's so tough because I be knowing what words mean.
So when somebody
and I be like, "Hey,
wrong,"
man,
I'm like, that's
so what's the definition?
Properly used.
Yeah.
Like the word literally means this.
Yeah.
And you're saying this, which makes what you're saying don't make any sense.
Yeah. And that be my problem because I be knowing what words mean. And so I be trying to make it. I'll say this. I don't be trying to make it make sense, but I ask questions so it can make sense to me. And I'll say that, like, I'm sorry. I just need clarity. I'm asking for clarity right now. Please. I need clarity. Like,
that don't make any sense. Because that's not what that even means right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The very definition of that word you just said.
Does not mean that. Like,
how?
But like I said, it's a time for stuff.
It is a time for that.
It's a time for
definitely.
Stuff, and we have to be cognizant of that.
I don't count myself as to have apprehended.
Listen,
right.
Hey, I feel it.
Oh man,
I feel that in the writer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're on the pathway to resolution, we have to understand that there are many side streets.
Sure.
That's going to either divert us completely or take us a longer route to get to where we want to go.
Can I add one that wasn't on the list, please?
I'm gonna add one too.
I really,
if it ain't the same one you got.
I really want to hear it.
I feel like it's gonna be the same.
I really want to hear it.
Don't tell somebody what they mean or how they feel.
I wasn't gonna say that one, but that's a good one.
Okay, so don't tell a person.
Give us an example, please.
What they mean.
If I say, "Hey, I understand how you feel, but I didn't mean it that way."
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn around and tell me, "Yes, I did."
I think that is ultimately important. Like, that is very important.
Just like if they say,
that is so important. I'm glad you said that.
This made me feel hurt. I can't turn around and say you shouldn't be hurt by that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't tell a person what they meant, because if you love this person saying, "Hey, I didn't mean it that way. My tone may not have been right. It may have came out wrong, but that's not the way I meant it. Like, I apologize that what I said, that it hurt you, but no, that's not the way that I meant it. Don't tell me that. Definitely, if I'm apologizing for how I made you feel.
Yeah.
Don't turn around and tell me, no, that's what you meant to do. Like, no, now again,
it's going to character.
I got to defend my character on why would you think that I would make you deliberately try to make you feel this way?
Exactly.
You know, that ain't what you meant. You meant this. Like, how are you telling me what I meant?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real, man.
And then that takes me from 0 to 100.
Hey, I feel you on that.
And
I feel you on that.
It goes back to just because it's familiar.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's a fact. Like, just because like you may have dealt with this before, or you may think, or you may have strong feelings and think you know, but that doesn't have any bearings on actuality.
And then they be like, "Well, that's what your tone was saying." I'm like, "Okay,
you don't know what my tone.
My tone may have been wrong.
Yeah.
So let's say my tone was wrong. My tone may have been wrong. I apologize for my tone, but from my heart, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So let me clean it up.
Yeah.
No, you ain't got to clean it up because you said exactly what you meant. I'm like, no, I said that. That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Like, people in arguments, you have to allow room to say, maybe I'm taking this wrong.
Yeah. Facts.
Leave room for error.
Facts, bro.
Leave room for error. People, like you have to when you are arguing and you're in like a deep discussion, if you're stuck on, oh, I'm absolutely right and there's no other way, my thing is, why are you even arguing?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
like why y'all even talking?
I had to ask before, like, have you ever taken anything wrong?
Hey, real talk.
like because you act like I'm like I didn't mean it that way. Maybe you're taking it the wrong way. I ain't taking it the wrong way. I'm taking it how you meant it. I'm saying no, but I'm saying I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me you're taking me how I meant it. I'm telling you I didn't mean it that way, which equally means that you're taking it wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
I ain't taking it wrong. I said, have you ever taken something wrong before?
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to see, because if you can't admit that you're taking something wrong before, we might as well just stop talking.
Hey, facts.
Because we've all have taken
something. Because you batting 100 on not taking things wrong.
We've all taken things wrong before.
It's impossible.
Because we're emotional people.
Right, yes. Exactly. And the thing is like, all the time.
Yes.
Especially during the argument. And by all the time, I mean all the time. You are filtering what you're hearing through your experience, through life, through your emotions. You're always doing that.
Your emotions will.
It goes through filters.
It does.
It goes through all these things, and it's just like, just because you feel a certain way, like you have to. I one thing, like, you know, I would put in this list is line things up with actuality.
Yeah. Don't make decisions off what you feel. Make them off what you know.
You know what I'm saying? So, and when you are feeling a way, I believe, to combat that feeling is to line it up against actuality.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you feel like I don't like you, if you feel like I'm being mean towards you, line it up with actuality.
Yeah.
Now, you trying to say that, hey, this person does like me. This person is not being mean to me. But these are things that's happening where it's coming across like they are.
Yeah.
So let's deal with that.
Nah, real talk.
But you can't tell me that how I'm being when I'm telling you that that's like, you can't put how you're feeling into actuality like it's what I'm really doing.
Hey, real talk. And the thing is, I've had to do that myself sometimes.
Right.
Like, no, I understand I'm filtering this through some trauma.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me recalibrate, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that how I feel that I'm feeling now is correct.
Yeah.
Because I understand that I'm filtering it through some BS possibly.
I had to
you
come
know what I
back
mean?
before
Like,
Thomas, like, hey, I realized how I responded was wrong. I responded that way out of insecurity. That decision I just made, what I said to you, was basically out of insecurity, and I realized that was wrong.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta see yourself.
Yeah. Oh man, you gotta see yourself.
Humble, you had one?
Yeah, so just real quick, using the words always and never. Oh God. Because the thing is always means always and never means never. So if you say, or if I say you always do this or you never do this, that means that you again, always mean always, never mean never.
Room
and there's no room for anything else.
Listen,
and
most
that
things are literally never, and always.
Facts.
So
it is so
that's
God, I hate it. I hate it. It's too definitive.
I'm like, do I always do it? Have I done it sometimes?
That's one of the things where it's like I know the definition of always, and I know the definition of never.
Am I always mean to you? Like, like I've never been nice to you?
Right?
Yeah.
Like I've never been nice to you. Yeah. Well, I can't remember when. You know what I'm saying?
And then it takes you to a place that like, okay, why are you here? If I'm always mean to you,
if I'm that bad,
if I feel like you always mean to me,
I'll be like, give me the facts.
Like, come on, man.
Tell me when.
See, and I hate doing that, like, because it's like I know I don't be remembering everything, so it's like I hate doing the tell me when. You know what I mean?
I can tell you when.
Yeah, that ain't my bag. That ain't my bag, man. That ain't my bag.
So I'm like, if you said because definitely if you like, you always do these things. Tell me when. Then.
Yeah.
But if I always do it, you should remember
this is constant. This is constant. Yeah.
I should have did it yesterday, the day before. Yeah. If I'm always doing it, tell me when I did it.
Because always means always.
But always means always.
Oh, I hate it. Oh,
if I've never done something, then why can I sit here and tell you 6 times that I've done it?
Yeah. Right. Oh, it bothers me. Oh, that bothers me.
With these things, like I said, we had those things we listed, and then we had the always, and now trying to sound person like you know what they mean. Like, listen, if you are in an argument, there's like, it's just like it's like with boxing. You're in a boxing match, right?
Yeah.
There's a thing as boxing. There's a thing of dirty boxing. There are just some things that aren't allowed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to punch a dude in the back of the head.
Facts.
If you trying to punch him in his stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You liver punch, you know what I'm saying? Like you doing all this stuff. It's like you're no longer boxing.
Right.
You're doing something else.
Yeah, you on some
in
street
the same
stuff now.
way in an argument, if you are being critical of the person, if you are giving definitive statements about the person, if you are trying to tell them what they meant by something, then you're no longer in a conversation or argument. You have ventured into something else.
Yeah.
And that is a road that goes away from being a resolution.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Just be solution minded.
Yeah.
Like,
solution minded. I like that.
We're gonna have disagreements. We're not gonna agree, see things the same way.
Yes.
But let's walk in here like we're both here. Nothing's on the line. Our relationship is cool.
Right.
We're simply having a disagreement or a difference in opinion. We heated about it. That's cool. Let's be solution minded or table it until we are solution minded.
Yeah. Yes. Facts. Real talk.
I like that.
I like it a lot, man.
I like it.
That's good stuff, man.
Hey, man.
That is real. Clap it up for y'all, man.
Get your thing down.
Step your argument game up?
Yes. Yeah, some of y'all arguing.
Hey, that's hilarious, man. That is true.
My argument game is trash.
No, not the best argument. Getting better.
It's fair. We all striving to be better. We all striving to be better.
Comment, share, subscribe.
Once I get there. I hate going there, but once you get me there, I'm like, this is where we at.
All in. That's
Peace
all
out.
it is.
I'm all in.
All right, man. That's it.
Holla.
Y'all know
Yeah.
the drill.
I know.
Deuces.
Share with somebody.
Yeah.